Hey level physicists, what's the crack? So today what we're doing is we're going to calculate what the change in temperature of the water is inside the hot tub. Okay, so the first thing I see is I'm given specific heat capacity, so I know that's the equation I need to use. So I know the energy equals mc times the change in temperature. You get given these equations on your data sheet. Okay, so I fill in what I know already. So I don't see an energy anywhere, so I'm just going to keep Q. I can see that the mass is not there either. The C, specific heat capacity, is 4,200. I need to find out the change in temperature, so that's the whole point. So if that's what I'm trying to figure out, I must already have the mass and the energy somewhere else in the equation, okay? So what I would look at is I can see I'm given the density of water. And I know the equation to calculate density is mass divided by volume. So if I need mass in my equation, I just need to rearrange this to figure out that mass is going to be the density times the volume. So what I'm going to write here now is instead of writing mass, I'm just going to write the number for density, which is 1,000. I'm just going to take the units, it's kilograms per meter cubed, and the volume was given to me in meters cubed. So I'm just going to do 1,000 times by 4.5. Then I'm going to keep the specific heat capacity, so I'm multiplying by 4,200. And then still, the thing I'm trying to figure out is my change in temperature. So then still, I need to know the energy. So again, it must be somewhere in the math, in the equation. So to find the energy, the other piece of information I'm given is the power, okay? Because I can see the watts. So if I'm given the power, which is 2.7 kilowatts, or another way of writing that is 2.7 times 10 to the power of 3 watts, I need to be able to figure out how I have the energy from that. So I can also see that I was given a time, which is 1 hour. So I know the equation is power is energy divided by time. So to find the energy, I just need to do my power multiplied by my time. So the power was 2.7 times 10 to the power of 3. And I just need to remember for this equation to work, because the power is in watts, I need the time to be in seconds. So 1 hour is 60 minutes, and then there's 60 seconds in 1 minute, which is why the time is going to be 60 times by 60. Okay, so now I'm going to plug that number in here. So what I have is 2.7 times 10 to the power of 3 times by 60 times by 60. Okay, so again, the whole point was to figure out what the rise in the water temperature was. So I'm trying to figure out this change in temperature. So all I need to do now is to rearrange that equation. So to find the change in temperature, I just divide both sides of the equation by this number. So what I have now is 2.7 times 10 to the power of 3 times by 60 times by 60 to make sure it's in seconds, divided by 1,000 times 4.5 times 4,200. And when I plug that math in my calculator, I get a final answer of, when I plug this math in my calculator, I get a final answer of 0.51 Kelvin. Okay, so I just want to make sure that this matches the question. So again, I find the change in temperature, and the question wants me to find the rise in water temperature. So I'm telling the person, the examiner, that the water in the hot tub increased by 0.51 Kelvin. So that's grand.